At some point, every man runs into the same brutal truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Not emotionally, not mentally, not financially, not spiritually. So now what? There comes a point in a man's life where he has to stop waiting. Waiting for the apology. Waiting for the opportunity. Waiting for the motivation. Waiting for someone to see his pain and come rescue him from it finally. And that point is usually where real growth begins. Because the truth is hard, but it is clean. Nobody is coming to save you. Not in the way you hoped. Not in the way you imagined. Not in the way that removes the work from your life. That does not mean people do not care. It means your life is still your responsibility. Your healing is your responsibility. Your habits are your responsibility. Your discipline is your responsibility. Your peace is your responsibility. Your future is your responsibility. That truth can crush a weak man, or it can wake one up. And if you let it wake you up, it becomes one of the most powerful realizations you will ever have. Because once you stop waiting for rescue, you start building. You stop sitting around hoping somebody else will hand you clarity. You stop acting like your pain makes you exempt from effort. You stop telling yourself that because life was unfair, you no longer have to become strong. That is where a man starts changing. Not when life gets easier. When excuses stop working on him. That is the shift. A lot of men stay stuck because they are addicted to the idea that relief should arrive before effort. They want peace before discipline. They want confidence before action. They want healing before structure. They want the map before the first step. But that is not how this works. You build your way out. You build routine before you feel ready. You build standards before life feels stable. You build strength while still hurting. You build clarity by moving, not by waiting. That is the game. And it is not glamorous. Nobody claps when you get up early and fix your habits. Nobody throws a parade when you stop feeling sorry for yourself and start handling your life. Nobody rushes in with music playing while you quietly become a stronger man behind closed doors. That part is mostly silent, but silent does not mean small. Some of the most important work a man will ever do looks boring from the outside. Going to bed on time, getting up when he said he would, walking when he does not feel like it, turning off the distraction, drinking the water, lifting the weight, telling the truth, keeping his word to himself. That is how men get rebuilt. Not in one giant breakthrough. Brick by brick. That is the image you need to keep in your mind. Not rescue. Construction. Because rescue makes you passive. Construction makes you dangerous. A rescued man is still dependent. A built man can stand on his own. And the reason this matters is simple. Life will hit you again. Another disappointment. Another setback. Another betrayal. Another season where nobody seems to understand what you carry. And when that happens, the question will not be whether somebody is coming. The question will be what kind of man you have built by then. Can he hold the line? Can he stay honest? Can he stay disciplined? Can he stay calm? Can he get back up without a speech, without a savior, without the world slowing down to make room for his pain? That is the standard. And yes, it is heavy. But heavy is not bad. Heavy builds back strong enough to carry real life. Too many men avoid responsibility because they think it sounds cruel. It is not cruel. It is empowering. Because the moment you fully accept that nobody is coming to save you, you also realize something else. Nobody has to. You can become the man you needed. That might be the most important shift of all. You can become the one who gets up, the one who stays, the one who rebuilds, the one who chooses discipline over self-destruction, the one who stops the spiral, the one who ends the excuses, the one who protects the future instead of grieving the past forever. That is not easy, but it is real, and real is better than fantasy every time. There is no perfect morning where you wake up and suddenly feel ready to become disciplined. There is no magical season where all your pain disappears, and now the work feels convenient. There is just a decision, a hard one, sometimes a quiet one, sometimes a lonely one, but a decision all the same. Today I build. Today I stop waiting. Today I act like my life belongs to me again. That is how change starts. Not with inspiration, with ownership. This is also why self-pity is so dangerous. Because self-pity sounds compassionate, but most of the time it just keeps a man weak. It tells him his pain is the whole story. It tells him effort can wait. It tells him he is justified in doing nothing because life has been hard. And life may have been hard, brutal even. But if you let pain become permission to stay broken, then pain wins twice. A stronger man does not deny what happened. He just refuses to hand it the final word. He grieves, he processes, he breathes, but then he builds. That is the part that changes everything. There will be days where the work feels invisible. Days where your progress feels slow. Days where you still feel tired, angry, disappointed, or far from the man you want to be. Do it anyway, because construction is ugly before it is impressive. Keep laying brick. Keep stacking habits. Keep practicing discipline when nobody sees it. One day the structure will speak for itself. One day your peace will be stronger. One day your standards will be cleaner. One day your mind will be harder to shake. One day your life will look different because you stopped waiting and started building. That day will not come from hope alone. It will come from work. So let the truth hit you clean. Nobody is coming to save you. Good. Now build yourself into somebody who no longer needs saving. If this hit home, stay with driven. You do not need rescue. You need structure, standards, and the courage to build.